decide to fight
I know
again,
you've been
man.
asked about having this possibly be your final fight. You know what you said, you take them one at a time, who knows why. But have you ever allowed yourself to think about that at some point, whether it's this fight or the next one, there's going to be a time when it is your last fight, and that what your life will be like without being involved in boxing matches as a fighter?
I feel sad, you know, if I think right now that this is my last fight, I can feel it right now. But you know,
You feel like it is?
I can feel I can feel it when I'm thinking about if this is my last fight. I can feel that I become lonely. But you know, it could be or there's more. I love boxing. Boxing is my passion. That's why I'm still here to keep on fighting, inspiring people. I really love to fight.
But how serious is it that you would run for the president of the Philippines, which the talking point has been that if this is the last fight, the election is coming up next spring?
Well, it's hard to say no, I'm not, but let's finish first this fight, and I will. Of course, I am a politician, so things is happening. So, like I said, every fighter that became a boxer, their dream is to become a champion in the world. So when you're a politician, you become a politician, then what's your dream? So to lead the nation, to lead the people, that's your dream. But you know, right now I have no a final decision yet. I'm going to make a decision final after this fight, probably next month, September.
If you do decide to fight again, would it be Errol Spence or somebody else?
Well, two fighters that I want to challenge, or if I'm still fighting, keep fighting. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford.
And
I want to fight the
Who would you rather fight?
Manny, this might sound like a crazy idea, but you've accomplished everything. What about moving down 140 pounds and challenging for the undisputed? That's the one thing that you haven't accomplished. And Freddie, if you want to go ahead and chime in on that as well, against Josh Taylor, I think a lot of people would be interested in that.
That's a good one. Like first time I go down in 148, I had on fight.
Oh, we saw what happened.
Manny.
Well, what do you think about that, Freddie?
And Manny, when you heard the news,
It's a happy memory.
Manny, when you heard the news that Errol
Something that we'll
got,
consider, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's one fight at a time.
Manny, when you heard the news that Errol was hurt, got injured and had to pull out the fight, what's the first thing that went through your mind, and were you disappointed?
I felt disappointed a little bit because you know, I've been working hard and focused on this training camp. I did a lot of discipline like that, doing my best training camp. But good thing that they told me that the fight is not cancelled, just a substitution. There's a UGAS who it happened that he's a undercard, so he want to challenge me like that. And when I heard that UGAS, that the one who took your belt, and okay, it's interesting.
Manny, what do you have to say to people who, like critics of Errol Spence, that maybe don't believe the injury or believe something was up? What are your thoughts when you started hearing about that stuff?
You know, it's hard to, if they are the situation of Spence, they will understand and realize and understand about the situation. You know, of course, Errol Spence would not do that, to train hard and he don't want to fight. You know, the fighter is always a fighter. He wants a fight. So that's a fighter. I mean, nobody will cancel the fight, and you undergo training for how many months and you cancel the fight. So they have to realize that they have to think more, not become a short-minded.
I'm just curious what your thoughts are on all of the criticism as of lately that the WBA has been facing, and whether or not you believe that these sanctioning bodies have way too many titles.
About that issue, I mean, I always respect the decision of WBA. Whatever the decision, I respect that. It's going to be good thing that it just happened that we're going to settle it down in the ring on Saturday.
Manny, being the local guy here, how does it feel to be back in Las Vegas and be the first mega fight after the pandemic with a big crowd in the fight capital?
It's an honor, and I'm so blessed because the first one of the biggest event in Vegas during the pandemic. So I'm excited to entertain the fans. I mean, to give my best and to make them happy.
Manny, if this is your last fight,
YORDENIS said that he wasn't worried about you knocking him out. What's your thoughts on that? Still got that Pacman punch, right?
You know, we'll see. I mean, I'm not predicting the fight, but I will do my best. I'm a kind of fighter that don't predict the fight, but what I did in training, I will do my best in the fight.
Then when you look back on your
Hey guys, please put your mask on correctly. We can't be here.
You've had so many huge victories against guys all different weight classes, Hall of Famers. Is there a fight that was the most satisfying to you, or you think was your greatest victory?
The most greatest victory is the De La Hoya fight.
Can you say why?
You know why? Because I came from 135 to 147. That's unusual. I mean, not many boxers can do that. I mean, from 122, 126 to 135, and then moving up to 147.
And that was a fight that wasn't even for a world title, and that's, you're saying, even a non-world title fight was your biggest victory.
Oscar. I mean,
147.
147.
Hey Manny, Terrence Crawford has been trying to get a fight with you for a very long time. Can you just elaborate why that fight never came to fruition?
You almost have a fight with Terrence Crawford. Just other times, also pandemic affect the negotiation like that. There's so many consideration like that. So, but as long as I'm still in boxing, I'm open to and willing to fight Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, or anybody.
If you become the president of the Philippines, would you challenge President Biden?
Manny, a lot of people consider you as the greatest fighter ever. What goes through your mind when you hear a compliment like that? It's a very big compliment.
Daraba for the people thinking about that. I mean, I said thank you very much for people thinking about that.
Thank you.
Thinking about that, it's an honor, but I'm a kind of person that all my achievements and accomplishment in life I don't put here in my head.
Manny,
I always consider myself as a humble and the same an ordinary person like anybody else. I mean, that's me. That's in my heart. Because who am I to become a boastful? Became I came from nothing into something, and I want to be an inspiration to all of you, to all the people of the world, not especially boxing fans.